Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Kotobukiya's frame arms, and now we have the Wyvern number 34. Now it's using the same mold as the vulture, and actually they made a vulture kai, which is a bit of a recolor plus more things, and now they're adding more stuff into a Wyvern. So it's basically, as you can see here, as well as onto the side here, it's a bird-like, although the Wyvern, it's a two-legged dragon with a bark tail, which I think a lot of people are more familiar with Monster Hunters, the Wyverns on that particular game. So, but this is quite nice. I like it. It does have two of these guns here, which is a little bit new. The Vulture, I believe, doesn't have that. The Vulture kind of might have. Can't quite remember. Retails about 4,800 yen. And I believe this is using the new frame arms. And you will see that on reissues of the frame arms where they put the RE on them. And basically, they changed the inner frame a little bit. And I think the most common or the iconic one is the waist. You can actually move the legs up, and I'll show that in a bit. There's an instruction booklet here. Kind of gives you... It's basically the build of this one. It's similar to a high grade for the most part, for those who are familiar with Bandai kits more. And I even give you like a line art here with color guides. Yep. So that's that. And let's take a look at the kit. Alright, we have the kit here, and just want to point out, you're gonna have extra parts. As you can see here, now we've seen this in the Vulture Kai, having this handle here, and this hair-like, or the headpiece that goes on the back, as well as this particular, kind of like the feathers. So there are parts here then that you can actually turn this into possibly the Vulture Kai. I haven't tried that, but it seems like we have extra parts for that. Anyways, I want to point out that this is the waist joint. Now the new thing about or the upgraded inner frame is this. This allows you to move outward, and let's see if I can just simulate that. So let's say this is connected like this. You can move the leg outward a lot. Because the older style, we don't have this. It's just a connector right there. So we have a spare of this, and you can possibly upgrade the other ones, or the older frame arms kits you have. So you're not going to be using that, and that's great. I can definitely use that on my other frame arms. So here's the kit. It's kind of hard to pose him with a wide stance because of how this fins or the wings are kind of hitting each other. Probably the best way to pose him in this mode is, bending the legs and kind of have him more widespread, I guess. So kind of like that. But very interesting kit. We have the head here. Now, as always, I think they give you another spare head without the extra plastic pieces, and that you can paint and do whatever you like on that one. You got your shoulder articulation here. You can move this quite a bit. Quite nice. And you got your shoulder armor here. You got this connector here that is also have a swivel here for this gun. Now, it's one of those when they sandwich the two plastic together to create that peg hole. It does not hold the gun that well. I mean, it'll hold, but it might has a tendency to pop off. No, nonetheless, it's good. You get your wrist joint right there, quite nice. Now this is detachable. You can pop this up and swap it with other hands. You have this one here, which is the open hand. He has an extra piece here for the claw. Other than that, you have this one for the gun. Now the base of the hand is painted differently, and usually we pop this the fingers from the front. And why don't we use the gun here? We're just gonna slide it in, and I put this on. It's actually an interesting way of the hand design, but it does work. And now we'll put on the claw. There we go. So you get this nifty rifle. It does double as a blade as well. You open this up and you got a nifty blade right there. Quite cool. Alright. So moving on, you have the waist there. You can do some crazy ab crunch. You do have this phallic thing here. But it is part of his design. Now for the waist, you have this new waist assembly here, which still gives you that wide stance, which is good. Well, part of it is his transformation. I mean, this whole leg thing becomes the wing. Then you can move this. Basically, the certain parts of it goes in, as you can kind of see here. Yep. And you also have a thigh swivel right there. You have the separate knee armor, which is really cool, and which also rotate. It becomes the, I guess, the hand later on. And you also have your talons here, which you can extend out, similar to the vulture. And it's really cool. I like it. And it just tucks in the back. And that does limit your ankle articulation, but you can move this. I think you can rotate it here as well. So the back part doesn't rotate unless you obviously move this out. And actually, I think you can't, but you can twist this part here. Yeah. So it's a bit limited on ankle, but you can still kind of do a wide stand pose with that. So it's not too bad. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the kit in terms of the robot mode. And let's go ahead and transform it. I always forget something. And you can also hold the weapon like this. I mean, there's two handles there. And this works as a sword. Alright, going over the transformation, it's fairly straightforward, similar to the vulture. So the first thing we do is we have to move the helm here, or the visor. So to do that, you kind of have to pry it out. And there is another peg connection there. And basically it's lowered, kind of covers the eyes. There we go. Now this whip here, again, you can convert this into the whip that the vulture uses, but this just becomes the tail. Now I have a problem with this one. This does tend to pop off easily, especially at this part right here. There is nothing to lock it in place. I wish they made it so that there's another piece here to cover that, but they didn't. So it's kind of free hanging. It does pop up from time to time, but you can just pop it back in. So anyways, you can kind of just move it like this for now. And this is gonna be the feet now. And we're just gonna move this up here. Rotate this here. Rotate the wrist, or the arm, and bend it. And move this to the side here. For now. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate this whole shoulder, move it forward, move this back, and this, and there we go. And you can kind of see where we're going at. But this is the tail, so we have to actually move this forward here. The same thing on to this side here. There we go. And the thing is, it's gonna be flipped over like this. I know it's kind of weird, but you see the positioning of that gun. If we were to leave it like that, it's upside down. Now it's up to you if you want to leave it at that. This thing popped off. It's actually good that they've attached this here already, because that's not a good attachment. Because on the vulture, or they might have been the regular vulture, this thing is, you gotta put it on. But this one, they left it there, which should have been there in the first place. Anyways, moving on, then you have this whole top part here, the legs. So basically we open it up, and same thing on to the other side. There we go. open up the blades here to extend the wings. There we go. You move the claws here, which becomes the kind of like the hands, and basically you're gonna extend the neck, and you have the Wyvern's head right there. Let's pop up the shoulder joint there. But yeah, for the most part, we got it. So you gotta position it. This thing is popping off. Oops. Not sure why it's doing that. Alright, let me pop this back in. There we go. It's kind of weird looking. But basically we have this. Now, yeah, apparently we have to flip this around. Otherwise it's going to start hitting other things and it's not working the way we wanted it to. Alright, so once I get this thing lined up, there we go. We got the Wyvern here. Put the rifle. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, we're just flipping this gun here, but it would be cool if the transformation was just straightforward, or you don't have to pop or remove certain pieces. So anyways, there we go. It's weird looking. You got your wings here. Obviously, you can move them around. Same thing here. And I think that's pretty much it. For the hand, I mean for the feet here, just gotta align the talons and the claws. That way it can stand. And there you go. Right, and I need to paint the head here. Obviously, you could use some colors. It's not too bad. It's a cool concept. But, you know, you could do a little bit more polish in terms of the design. Yeah, wish this could be more, you know, there's more on the wings, but it is what it is. It's not too bad. But there we go, that's the Wyvern. It's a very interesting kit. And if you like frame arms and you like the concept, there you go. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the review. Hope you guys like it. If you got questions, let me know. And yeah, that's it for now for the frame arms kits. I'll be sure to check out the latest ones as they come out, and I cannot wait to build those as well as the frame arms girls. And yeah, can't think of anything else. Again, if you got questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.